like it's so real. It's so real, you know. Like and I remember I had some like esoteric post on Twitter about it back whenever I was actually listening to this. So if you look at the day that like after or like that Monday or whatever the fuck that I came back, you'll see this. But I remember this Twitter. I made a Twitter post about it because I thought it was so fucking profound. The the fact that we are genuinely, you know, and this goes back to like a lot of like revelations I feel like that we've had even in like more personal things, less like spiritual matters. Like you need to tell your friends, you know, they're looking good. You need to tell your friends that like they're doing good. You need to tell your friends like if they're working out, tell them that you can see the results, you know. You need to be able to like give your friends credit when they're doing shit good. You need to, you know, like as a man, you probably haven't gotten a fucking compliment for years, you know? The only time that you can ever get compliments is probably whenever you're fucking you know, you know, the last time I got a compliment was a fucking from a lunch lady, you know what I mean? Like the last time it wasn't like someone I knew or like anything like that. It was like a lunch lady, you know? Obviously I've been better like recently and stuff like that, but like, you know, I remember my hard incel years, you know, my hard incel years. The only times that I didn't talk to I talked to anyone that wasn't my parents, it was just like dog shit, and it was like I was a burden. The fact that I was in a room was like an annoyance to everyone just because I was a fat like fucking gross retard. And I that's why I developed my sense of humor and shit like that was to try to combat that, to try to like win approval that like I do deserve to be in this room. Maybe I'm not just like this grotesque monster that's sitting in this room. Maybe I'm also like a clown. Maybe I'm funny and I can make you laugh, you know? And that's like brutal, man. And then like it'll literally be like 5 years of like just like striving for like approval from your peers, and then like, you know, a lunch lady will say you look handsome, and then it's like another 10 years of like waiting for another compliment. It's like you need to gas your friends up, you need to help them out, you need to tell them when they're doing shit good. And that's so true with this as well. It's like we're so quick to call people out, or at least, you know, like us specifically are quick to call people out when they're being you know, satanic, when they're not acting Christ-like, when they're fucking up. But when someone is acting Christ-like, you need to give them props. You need to support them. You need to support people who are acting Christ-like. When someone is doing something or living their life in a manner that Christ would like, you need to give them props, you know? We need to be out here supporting people and also keeping people in check. It's not just one side or the other. It isn't just like judging and condemning. It's also supporting and loving. You know what I mean? And as based as it is to call someone out for being a degenerate, sinful, gay faggot, you also need to be out there gassing up your homies, telling them like, you're epic. You're an epic, realistic individual, and you're acting Christ-like, and I love you, man. And honestly, like, you know, even Nick has talked about this, like saying like I love you to your friends. It's like a gay thing, you know, and niggas feel the need to say like no homo. It's like you don't, man. We're brothers. We are brothers. It's not us who are unnatural saying that like I love you, you know, to one of your friends. It is the homosexuals who are unnatural. They are perverting like fraternal love, which is a fucked thing, you know? Fuck them. No homo. You're a cuck. You're thinking in the left-wing mindset as if like the normal thing by saying I love you, bro, is that you're gay. Fuck you. How about that? How about that? But yeah, it's real. It's real. And I thought that line hit really hard, and it's true.